Well met, lords and ladies, Jacob Butter speaking, and welcome back to another episode of... Okay, so today's going to be quite interesting. Why is my cable not working? There we go. Nope. Oh, it's unplugged. It's unplugged. The plug was off. There we go. Just make sure my audio interface doesn't die down again. All right, so this is going to be something interesting. I said that after a week I was going to return to Baczamlp to watch the She-Hulk transformations because of that update video that he mentioned both Street Life in and the She-Hulk stuff. I thought, well, since that series is, done and dusted, might as well, watch them all in one go, as that's the other thing that is, bringing traction to the channel. Then I scrolled back to see, how far back the first She-Hulk episode was, so I could download them in order. And I think that was the second upload that Baczamlp had from the catalog. I think the first being this one. And I say first because I don't know if this is the first video overall on the channel, or if it was it's just the the least recent upload that has been left up. If some of them have been deleted, sometimes people will delete their old content for whatever reason. So yeah, partly that's why I'm going back to this one, because classic me loves to see the evolution of a creator, even though we know the end results now, of course. However, something else struck my mind: the thumbnail. I know, what bold concept that a thumbnail of a YouTube video would entice someone to click on it. Truly, we've never seen this before, ever. No, but seriously, the thumbnail in question featured a character, and the title being the robot girl, that is somewhat familiar to us. For any of those who have seen Street Life, I think it was episode 2, throughout it actually, know about the character of Carol in general. The robot girl that was found by David Original's goons, and then David himself decided to imprint onto her, as in to make him be recognized as her master. His words, not mine. And that then resulted in the goons themselves deciding, oh yeah, you know what? Let's just send this robot to school for no adequately explained reason, and give her much more autonomy and free will. That will definitely not result in her, having a conflict of interest in turning evil at the end, which was the end goal of this. And yeah, all of that stuff is utterly bizarre from when you think about it from their perspective. Maybe they were trying to do the right thing in actually, educating her. Maybe they just got very paternal all of a sudden. Their paternal instincts kicked in out of nowhere. I presume that would happen to, the criminal underbelly at some point if they decide to grow conscience for whatever reason. Which makes you wonder what would happen if Andrea from Believer in Gasoline had a child. That would be... Actually, I don't know. You know what? I'll have to ask Everly about that one, to be honest. Not really sure. Oh, we got someone on Twitch today as well, Justine Harry, as well as Layla Sanders and Josh on YouTube, as per usual. But yeah, the so I guess the character wasn't, ironically enough, original to Street Life, but actually came from this video. So I guess predating most of the rest of them. And I did scroll through just quickly to see if it was the same plot line or not. There is one part that I know about that's not going to surprise me, but the rest of it is still blind reaction. So with that in mind, I guess we'll go ahead and get started. Oh, yep, this visual already tells you where we're at. It's recognizable Baczamlp. I think is that Brooklyn Bob in his first form? I guess it must be, right? I would have thought. And possibly Baczamlp himself without the stubble that he's become to be associated with up until now. So yeah, I guess we're going to see a few familiar faces in here in other forms. I guess the Baczamlp multiverse is a thing that I was unaware of. So yeah, guess we'll go ahead. How's the stream going? It's about to start. Without further ado, on with the review. starring Baczamlp with lowercase. Interesting. Oh, that's Kyle? Oh, wow. He is very different. And also appears to have breasts, apparently. That's also different. Bob, you know, immediately recognizable. Very nice. Man, interesting. Is this Jordan before he was named? And then Vampy bit me. Oh, Morgan Stark is in this as well. Okay, so it's not just Carol. Everyone is from other stuff. They're recurring. Okay, so we've got a bit of an Aphmau situation on our hands with the same core cast of characters coming in different series. Okay. And many more Supergirls, you would have to say. Most of which didn't make the cuts for Street Life or haven't done so yet. I wonder if they're planned to reappear or not. I'm guessing this is the regular intro for regular Raymond Rabbids, and I might get copyrighted for it, so I don't know if that's going to be muted or not. Dylan Steinhauser. I don't know if that's Baczamlp's real name or not. Who knows? Original set. Okay, so yeah, this again, David Original, I guess, might be in this as well. I think.
Put a little bit more work on this sometime.
Oh, hell no!
What happened to my freaking car?
Pizza!
Okay, this I was expecting because there is a Heavy as Dead parody from the channel, but you know. Okay, as much as I like seeing regular show clips and everything, the joke has probably worn out itself by now. We get that the channel's surfing, a bunch of stuff is happening, you know. This is one thing, by the way, the people get bogged down the details of like things that they find funny, like separately to extend them, but then you gotta, you know, kind of streamline that for the audience. Which I will say Baczamlp has done way better today, because, you know, I mean, he's incredibly confident that he was gonna win Best Comedy at the for Gacha Fest 2025. Yeah, I guess they still call it 2025. So yeah, don't know. Obviously I can't verify if that's true or not. All I can say is that, you know, is that the series made it very far into the rankings and up until the final round.
Can I put my balls in your jaw? Your jaw.
It's also worth noting that, you know, this is I guess the best way to do this in doing regular gacha, to have a different perspective shot they're facing the wall, you know, considering that there aren't that many TVs that aren't facing the camera where we are right now. If they were to look to the side, then I guess this works, yeah.
Balls in your jaw. Can I?
Okay, I'm just going to say this right now. So we are a minute into this video. The regular runtime of it, I don't remember exactly how long it is. But yeah, 1 minute of this video has been the intro and just this one joke so far. Yeah, I reckon if these clips have been shortened and they just like use like parts of it to, you know, like entice the audience here, it would have been way better paced.
Go!
This I don't actually recognize, but if someone tells me what series this is, I'll check it out some other point. Oh, your circuit's disconnected. I know. Which though? No. Once water goes into a robot circuit, they will slowly disconnect. I am very poorly manufactured and therefore not waterproof. And I can't lose you. How did this happen? Please don't go. I want to comment on the music of this, but I remember I'm not reviewing that gacha, but this gacha. Sorry, I can't. But I couldn't stay forever. All those times I yelled at you. I wish I could take it back. I'm the reason you're dying right now. It's all my fault. You do not control the weather. You're the reason I was able to experience the world. You are the reason I was able to have my own personality. Most importantly, you were the reason I was able to experience love. No, your true love has yet to come. You will find your true love soon, Sterling. It just wasn't me. But I need you. And I need you too, but fate has split us apart. Those last 5 months. Nope. Wrong gacha. Not commenting on this gacha yet. Focusing on this one. And in this one, this clip I do understand the playing the whole thing out because this is supposed to be, I guess, I'm gonna speculate this was part of the inspiration for this episode out of universe, but it's also serves as inspiration for the characters in universe, which actually would be an improvement over the way the goons handle things in Street Life, if that is the case. Anyway, those last 5 months we had together were the best months of my life, and also possibly the only ones. I don't know how long ago I was manufactured. You let me experience the world, not stay in a lab all day. I love you, Sterling, but I'm going to have to go. Don't cry. I would also be crying, but lack the tear ducts to do so. Want you to leave me? I'll always be there, but you just won't see me. I've become John Cena. I wish we could talk for longer, but everything must come to an end. Playing Star Kid song, everything has an end. I love you, Sterling. Last of motor functions complete. Shutting down. If that is truly how the video actually ended, that one, the original one anyway, I'd be curious to find out because there aren't that many gacha videos that end in tragedy to that extent, or, building things up.
What are you guys doing? I thought I told you guys to be protecting my office.
We were, but then we got bored, so we decided to watch some TV.
It's distracting that this guy sounds like Bob, although I guess this is probably all. I didn't see any voice acting credits in this video, so I'm guessing these are mostly Baczamlp himself doing all the different voices, which I do really appreciate.
I never told you guys you could watch TV. Not even that stupid, whatever this romantic.
Wow, that is a very clean jab to the TV without much of the breaking of the glass. That's quite impressive.
Thing is, I bet
Well, based on the TV model, they probably built you more resistant, so...
just horrible, disgusting, and nobody would even watch it. But original, wouldn't you want a girlfriend? Yeah, I would, but my girlfriend...
So I guess he's just they just call him Original, not David Original on this. Maybe that came later.
left me. I don't even need a girlfriend anyway. Plus, she's worthless.
What about your daughter, Sophie?
Sophie ain't worth nothing. She doesn't even care about me anymore. Now get back to protecting my...
Okay, I mean, slightly exposition-y, but I mean, but the conversation did flow naturally, actually, and they didn't elaborate too much about this because they're saying things to each other the way that they know them to be, and it's all he's saying is opinion based, which they wouldn't know. So yeah, actually, as far as the messaging goes, it's not that bad.
My office. Yes, original.
Like how he points to them, going to as if the office is that way, but it's actually that way. Okay.
And when I come back, I don't want to see anything happen to my office. You get...
I would just say they've got the Gacha Club, well, the chairs they've left behind because of Gacha Club, but they're actually sized appropriately for the characters.
that? Yes. Yeah, they better.
Oh my, another vehicle scene. I wonder, considering the deja vu moment from Street Life, what was, I guess originals driving like? Oh, fairly straightforward. I mean, across a plant, but, it's fairly straightforward, nonetheless.
So this should be the place. I gone.
Oh, wow, I guess he's already run out of voices.
Do you even know why I don't have a girlfriend anyway? Chris
Hey, Lou, you are grounded, 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 grounded for 100 years.
would not even believe in me. What about that time with that pointy blue lady? We can't sort this out, crazy guy.
Bird
Oh,
protected me.
Christ.
Yeah, this is why I'm thinking that this is either not the first upload, but just the first of, this era or something. Maybe the other videos just weren't Gacha, and Baczamlp wanted to focus on Gacha specifically and kind of like streamline the channel. We've got to ask about that if he ever shows up on stream again.
Tell your son how much you are enjoying this picnic. Oh yes, I am having a blast, son. No need to worry about me. Step 7. Grab those booty. Holy Malaysian duck.
Oh What's going
Damn God, how was that? My boss's mom anyway. Whatever. I am gonna make myself a
Your boss's mum anyway. Okay.
girlfriend. Then Chris would be the one with no girlfriend. Wait a minute. Oh crap. He has some guards to his office. That is the only way through his.
I think the visuals are synced up to the audio, not the other way around. Like that line there, then Grizz will be the one without a girlfriend. Wait a minute, like there was no pause in there because an AI wouldn't know how to pause. Well, an AI of 2022 wouldn't know how to pause at that time. But yeah, you have to separate those out. But instead, I guess these are all synced up because the sound was already predefined, I'm guessing.
Workshop. What am I gonna do now? I got it.
How long are we gonna do this?
I don't know, but it's starting to get really boring.
Oh my god, guys. Looney is out here and he wants to say hi to you.
Really?
Yes, he is out here. You better see
To be fair, if I found out that the god of the universe was outside, I would probably go and say hi to him.
him before it is too late.
Oh my god,
Looney.
I'm gonna see
I'm
Looney.
so
Oh,
gonna see
Looney.
you.
I'm so
I
happy
want
to
to see him
see
so
you.
badly. Oh my god.
Yeah, Baczamlp is one of the only Gacha that acknowledges, Gacha and just Looney in general within the Gacha videos. Which is refreshing, I'll say that much. It's kind of like how I plan to, eventually make a Minecraft roleplay that acknowledges it's in Minecraft rather than pretending that it isn't, like most other ones do nowadays. I guess it's a similar thing.
Oh, they are so stupid.
They're goons, what can you expect? You might go to the basement to an attic, not an attic, but, a super high floor in a building. But also appreciate the robot workshop actually being, somewhat labeled. Sign.
I knew he had a robot.
I'm guessing the captions are non-diegetic, I would hope. Or maybe not.
Workshop.
He did walk underneath them, so...
Are those Gacha Heat robots? Why would original make Gacha Heat robots?
Yes. Again, but because this was 2022 when this came out, so... yeah, not exactly during the height of the heat wave, but we all remembered.
Wait. There is one unfinished one. He must have not made one yet. This will be my robot girlfriend.
I mean, this is a workshop, so, they're being workshopped, right? I mean, it's safe to assume that none of them are finished, actually. Which is probably why they don't have clothes, actually, because I will say this, Gacha heat joke aside, it does make sense to, not clothe the robots until you're finished building them, because, why would you do that? To get in the way of, tinkering with the parts, if the need would be so.
And she is gonna be mine.
Although I do wonder, actually. Well, first of all, it seems like it's not they're suspended from a string or something, but no, they're just in shutdown mode. First of all, kudos on the strength to drag a robot of this, of this size and presumed weight out of this room by yourself with one hand. But secondly, surely does this imply that this character has his own robot workshop that he's going to finish with? If so, he has a workshop anyway. He could probably use if he knows how to finish up a robot like this, he probably knows how to start building one, right? So why bother stealing from someone else?
Oh my god. I am actually gonna make my own robot.
At a desk, I suppose. It's all automated, Sergey.
Let's see here. Female.
Oh, and the actual Minecraft sound effects with Wii music. Okay. You know what? Nice sound editing. All right.
Light skin.
I like how light and dark are the only two options, as if there's like not like an array in between. I guess again, this would be fairly, this would be fairly basic coding towards the beginning, but it probably also suggests that this workshop is not as good as, as the other one that is identical to itself. And again, the only a few options of well, I mean, these are naturally occurring hair colors, don't get me wrong, but also, if you're making a robot, you could probably customize that, I would have to imagine. But yeah, I'm still like light versus dark, that's it. I guess I guess if I were a robot and I got programmed, I'd be like stuck in the middle, apparently. That's how this goes. Someone just spam clicked and the whole program glitched and made me. There you go.
Brown hair.
2021. Okay, well, similar frame of time to what I was suggesting.
Brown eyes. No.
And your robot to be Gacha Heat, and these are the options. To be a Gacha Heat. Not to be not to be in Heat, or to be, or to be a character from Gacha Heat, but just a Gacha Heat. Okay. Well, we know what he's going to go for because he's already criticized that.
I am not making my robot into a Gacha Heat.
It's interesting, by the way, that one of the things in the update video that Baczamlp made about She-Hulk transformations is that he was stopping them because he didn't want to be confused like most of the other She-Hulk transformations that mostly just sexualize the character. Yet the only time we've seen She-Hulk in action in Street Life was when her clothes got ripped off. I don't know.
Yes, that's what.
Gender females, skin light, hair brown, eyes brown. Different capitalizations.
But I want my robot to look like.
Imagine if you press no, you have to go through the whole customization again.
Oh my god. It is complete.
Okay, if it was this easy to make a robot, why were there two just like, in a workshop? I guess maybe they were finished, but also why they kept in the workshop if not being workshopped. Okay, this I really appreciate. Because again, puppet poses in Gacha, aside from that it's not like fully synced up, it's close enough. But yeah, like the puppet pieces being separated like this then is not a very common occurrence, and it was one of those rarely used features in Gacha Club, so I like seeing it here. And now they're fixing them to, all right. And it was even in time with the sound effect. What is this, though? Is this they... Oh, okay, I thought it was like, footage for blood or something. But oh, I guess you don't have to weld the legs together. They just... No? Okay. Only the arms at the joint part. Also, yeah, if you want to weld something together like that, you need to like go like at the joints because the whole point is to melt the metal around it. And I know this now because I've done welding. 2021 Baczamlp still got it,
Hello, Master. What is my name?
Oh my.
And she actually is an AI this time. The AI voice. One of my only complaints from Street Life. Oh my goodness, what's going with this mustache? Did not think that one through. Oh no. Although I guess it would be a Baczamlp video without someone's facial hair being above their mouth.
You are so beautiful. This is exactly what I dreamed for. But you can call me Swagmaster69696969.
Okay, Swagmaster 69696969.
You know something? I will say this. It's probably, for the sake of contrast, I would have recommended Baczamlp to make this character, to make the Swagmaster's voice, a different voice of his own rather than the AI, just so that we have a contrast between himself and Carol, who's not yet named, but we know what she's going to be.
What is my name?
Crap. I didn't think of a name for her. What should I name her?
Are you asking us, the audience? Name her Carol! No bias!
I got it. I'll name you Carol.
My name is Carol.
Yay!
Is that correct?
Yes. And from now on, you will be my girlfriend, okay?
Okay, Swagmaster 6969696969.
I would have loved it if you had to say, define girlfriend. So it's so interesting. So I guess it wasn't original that put her together in this iteration. And that's the part that I knew about, by the way, that he was going to, create that to create her to be his girlfriend. That's the part that I skipped ahead to find out about. So yeah, everything else a complete surprise.
Man, I really hope my office is okay. Afros, Narbon, I'm home. Is my
Oh, that's those are the names? Okay. But speaking of those two, actually, that's one thing that I was surprised about, because I thought the reason that they were watching that like ending of this video about a robot specifically, I thought was because that was going to be their motivation to, I guess, send Cal to school and do the stuff in street life or whatever, give her a chance to live before, she fulfills some sort of grand purpose, or she gets short circuited, like in the movie or the episode or whatever it is. But yeah, they just kind of disappeared, and then someone else came along, got rid of them, and then had his own motivation for making her. So I don't know. Actually, this is more confusing than I thought it was going to be.
office okay? Afro, Narbon, where did you guys go?
I'm shouting, but I don't want to be actually loud.
I
It's like me on the streams, but I do these. At late at night because of the American time zone. I've got a reason to be quiet.
swear, Looney should be anywhere. Maybe he's not here anymore.
I do appreciate that they're still looking like they thought they didn't realize they'd been tripped. They thought they just missed him somewhere.
Or should we get back to the office? Yeah.
I remember that when I was at my induction course into the National Youth Theatre, one of the other inductees or whatever, one of the people who was on the course, he was a really big fan of Idris Elba, and I hadn't heard of Idris Elba at the time. This is how I learned of his existence, by the way. Apparently, he was seen nearby or something, just in the area that we were in. Just somewhere in London, basically. And yeah, like this guy was like freaking out, being like, Idris Elba's here, Idris Elba, ah! Or something like that, just like rushing up and down the streets, whatever. I was like, can we go? We want to go and find him. We're gonna go find him. We're gonna find Idris Elba. And so yeah, just doing like a whole thing there. So yeah, I can fully imagine that guy would have done the same thing. I don't think he found Idris Elba. I don't think he was actually even there for just like a random rumor, because I imagine that, if you're someone with the prestige that I now know Idris Elba to have, you're not going to, want your appearances to be, public information in places. It's just, a random sighting someone might have had or something. So I have no idea if he was actually there or not. They never found him. And, that was it. But yeah, if that guy said if it never found him afterwards in the 10 years since that happened, maybe he would have fallen for it too. I don't know.
I guess so.
All right, Carol. Let us get you home.
Hey! Who's at my workshop? You better get out of here right now!
Oh my god.
Oh, he actually had the foresight to lock the door. That's actually quite impressive.
Original knows I am here. Carol, we gotta get out of
Wait, so this was still Original's workshop, which is like explains why the background is so similar. But Original could just have the programming to craft a robot anyway. I guess the workshop is made to store the parts meant to build robots for someone. I guess that makes sense. I wonder why the other two were on display if that was the case.
here.
You get back here right now! I am gonna destroy you!
If the door's that way, where's he going now? Is there another door?
Do you hear me? I just don't get it. The guy said that Looney was there.
Okay, another thing is that, now Afro and Original sound very similar to each other. I know they're voiced by the same person, but compare that to Baczamlp versus Bob in Modern Street Life. So I will say that creator Baczamlp's voice acting has gotten way better.
What is your guys' problem? I told you to do one thing to protect my office, and now someone made something in my workshop. Why did you leave my office? Somebody.
You don't know someone made something in your workshop just yet, although I guess that's the only presumption to have, yes. That's no David has always been David Original. Except he's not been called David so far in this one. It's just been called Original. So this is the original. I don't know.
He said that Looney was there, and I thought I'd check it out. Who told you that Looney was there? Some guy in a blue suit, okay? What's his name? I don't know, he didn't
Here's an idea. Check the security cameras.
tell me. I swear to God, you better find this
He typed on your keyboard. You can use forensics to figure it out, actually, if you really wanted to.
dude who made this robot and bring it to me, or I will rip your bones apart and send
I do like how the bunny character is just having his eye stabbed by the table. Little bit of a layering complication there, I think.
to the dump. Now get your up and find this guy right now.
Oh, that's interesting. So 2021 Baczamlp censored swear words, whereas nowadays he doesn't care and uses them quite a lot. Interesting evolution. Okay.
Yes, original. We will find him.
Oh my freaking God.
Oh, and his voice changed now. I don't know if it was still the Minecraft sound effects. I just realized that.
Hey there, Daddy.
Gacha Heat Girl, have you seen any man who was trying to build a robot in
I mean, this is a good idea. I guess checking the cameras is one thing, but checking the, I guess, robot with possible like built-in cameras and perfect memory is also a good option.
my workshop?
No, Daddy. I was off the whole time, remember?
Oh yeah,
Also, can I please get a different name other than Gacha Heat Girl?
I forgot. Well, anyway, could you just try to find the guy who made that robot and bring him to me?
I wasn't programmed to find someone, Daddy.
Oh my freaking...
This sounds like Beep from Mistress of Occulta to a distracting degree.
God, never mind. I'll go find him myself.
Oh no, is this like when you free like one animal from the zoo, they freeze all of the others and there's just like a mass breakout?
Hey, baby. Did you come to play with me?
Oh yeah, I did, baby. Come close.
Or I guess this also makes sense because, what is a Gacha Heat robot to do by itself? I suppose activate the other Gacha Heat robots and, do as they do. Okay.
Closer to
Please
me,
tell me things
baby.
like-
Take off your clothes, baby.
Oh yeah, baby.
Thank you, Robbie Rotten.
Don't let your kids what's it?
There. Valid.
Where on freaking earth is Swagmaster?
I am not sure, so he should be here
Is he recording from far away now?
any second now.
Well, he better be here. You tell him to get in
Oh no, that's never mind. It's another
here
area.
right now.
Okay, so
Hey there, Chris.
God damn it, Swagmaster. Where have you been
Getting myself a girlfriend.
for the last time?
Oh, so this is Chris, the one that was, he wanted to brag in front of the whole time. Okay.
Swagmaster, you can get yourself a girlfriend.
Oh, really?
Hey there,
I love the raised eyebrow that he has.
Chris.
What the hell?
Oh, good. He actually clothed her. Very decent of him, yeah.
Who is that?
Chris, this is my new girlfriend, Carol.
I guess they probably raided the first store that they found or something, but yeah.
Is that a robot?
I am a robot, but I'm also Swagmaster's girlfriend.
Swagmaster, are you out of your mind?
Oh. Okay, she's shorter to Swagmaster now, not Swagmaster 69696969.
Why would you make a robot to be your girlfriend?
Because every girl I saw, they would never be my girlfriend. So I made my own. And now you're the one with no girlfriend.
Again, surprisingly, this video was ahead of its time with how AI girlfriends and I presume AI boyfriends also work, but I haven't seen as many of those.
Swag for the love
Discussed.
of God.
Wait a minute, I hear something.
Why are there so many scenes about robots?
Snarbun,
Yeah, honestly, I thought there'd be more in the workshop, considering that the whole place was deserted.
go look outside the window and see what's going on over there. Okay, original.
Oh, wow. Okay, very quick. Well, I guess that might come with bunny territory. You never know. Oh, as in robot voices. Yeah. So what I'm guessing is happened is Baczamlp wanted to have a voice acted series from the get-go, but at the time didn't have the contacts to make that happen. And I will say, can fully relate. As somebody who wanted to start off with voice acted Gacha, I just scrambled around for any contacts I had on Discord that be remotely interested in voicing in a series, and that's what I went with. It was not the most selective of processes, and that's why there are so many people doubling up on roles in the first season compared to later ones. There's a green rabbit with no tail. Well, I mean, again, mutant logic, I suppose. At least I'm pretty sure it doesn't have the the other ears, the human ears to show for it. But I've got to check that afterwards.
Wait.
And okay, just in use of the foreground, okay, because oh yeah, that's right, because it's watching. So yeah, and it's good to use the foreground windows that never get much mileage in Gacha Club. Nice.
That's the guy. That's the guy who tricked us over Looney. Let
Might not want to shout that towards him more.
me see. Wait, I know those guys. That's Chris and Swagmaster from SMG4. Those must be the guys.
Ah! I've mentioned this before, but I've only ever seen one episode of SMG4. So that that was a r/whoosh moment for me.
Guys who made that role.
Well, I just voiced all of my characters. Yes, that is also true. Yeah. That's the other solution. Midori Stories did something very similar, or only half actually. The first the first like time that Midori Stories ever did voice acted content, he voiced all the male characters, but cast different women to play the female ones. Like each it was interesting credit sequence to behold, I suppose.
By my workshop. Follow me. I'm gonna teach him a lesson.
Alright. I am done complaining. Let us just go protect the sergeant's office.
Fine. Come on, Carol. Let us go.
Stop right there!
I thought I showed you.
Oh. Was that Sergeant Anus from Smosh? That's a reference I get.
Guys, Looney.
Well, you did, but you lied to us, and now you're gonna pay.
What exactly are you guys mad about?
I think Original was standing in like on the wall right now.
Swagmaster
So is Carol actually for that reference.
over here made his own robot girlfriend in my workshop.
Swagmaster, are you crazy?
Hey. He was the only one who had a robot.
Maybe this is why like these two are voiced by text to speech, because I remember the SMG4 specifically did not have a ton of voice acting for quite a long time.
Workshop. So.
Enough! You, hand over the robot, now!
No way. Carol is mine and she'll be mine forever.
I swear, if you don't hand over that robot right now...
Sir, listen. I promise we will give the robot back to...
Chris, no. Alright, dude.
He was trying to be peaceful. What was that about?
That's it.
I like them. Is Looney real? Yeah, well, Looney has to be real for the joke to work, surely, right? So, again, it's like I said before with the Idris Elba example I got. Idris Elba is very much a real person,
You leave me no choice. Activate swag mode. You will pay for what you did to Chris.
Oh my
Oh.
god, Swagmaster, you monster. Why would you do that? He was my boyfriend.
Wow. I mean, compared to what Carol was in Street Life with the evil mode and how difficult it was to take her down, this is a stark contrast. Yeah, Stark, I guess, which reminds me, now think about it. Morgan Stark was in the opening by herself, but hasn't appeared yet. Nor has actual Baczamlp, which is surprising if this is meant to be the first episode. Well, then again, maybe it isn't, because like I said before, other things could have been deleted, and it does seem to be that there's like existing lore outside of this.
Afro, go put her in my workshop so I can reset her memory. Yes, Original!
Yeah, like I thought, not everyone's strong enough to carry a robot with one hand. That was definitely an exception.
Is it really that hard?
No, I got it.
I thought it was like the sound like just scraping across the ground, but no, it's meant to be the sound of him struggling.
2 hours later.
Oh, okay, it actually did work. Like, the plug is visible. Just move her over slightly, or maybe that was because that's custom art that was imported later. I don't know.
Okay, let's see here. Her name is
Just gonna hang loose.
Carol? Is that what Swagmaster named her? Whatever, I'll go with it. Alright, her history with Swagmaster has been erased. Now let's see how she works now.
Oh, okay, the cable's retractable. Alright then.
Hello, are you my master?
Yes, I am, but you
Are you my mummy?
can call me Original.
Okay, original. What?
It is no less ridiculous than Swagmaster, so I am not fazed by this.
What are your demands?
Is this Street Life ripoff? Ah, well, actually, fittingly enough, this is the original. Yeah, this is the earliest upload on the Baczamlp channel. I just happened to stumble across it and realized that, oh, wait a second, that's very obviously Carol. What is going on? And it turns out, in true Afmouse style, we've got a multiverse on our hands.
You will do exactly what I say. Understood?
Yes, original.
Alright then, now follow me. Now, I never thought this day would come, but this will be your new outfit since you joined us.
I'm guessing that he had that prepared before he did the reboot.
Knew I would have one of these since you're gonna be the first one to try it. Now go put that on. Don't worry, I won't be looking.
Oh my god, that looks so cool. I gotta try that on.
I mean, yes, Denica, you do. You do got to try
Wow, this looks so good on me.
that. Oh, they fixed the TV. Very nice.
Boys,
Okay, I guess, do the same joke as before. Fair enough.
I got something to tell you.
But see, that was way better paced because you just had like one moment there, one joke. It didn't overstay its welcome and it got the job done. It's night and day.
I fixed up Carol, and now she looks better than ever. You can come out now.
By the way, a little bit of an issue with popping and standing close to the microphone, but I'm sure that was fixed later.
This will be our newest girl recruit for our...
Girl recruit was redundant because you just say recruit, but yeah. Okay, so this is very different. Again, in Street Life, the goons were very paternal to her immediately, but I guess in this version, they are not that. All right then. Yep, copyright. Okay. Yeah, I'll just give it a second here. And we're gonna be villains again. Somehow this is the original. Okay, there we go.
Carol, these are my sidekicks, Afro and Sonarbon. My useless ones. I'm not useless. Yes, you are.
Have they been useful for anything at all?
There's a video on back channel from 2 years ago called Iron God, the Life of Morgan Stark. Again, Morgan Stark was in the intro of this video. So yeah, they are. Apparently, this is again. They've come to blows with superheroes in the past, I guess. Which is one distinction that I actually that I was wondering about because again it wasn't clear beforehand like what Original's whole thing was in this version. Like again, from Street Life, we know that he's supposed to be a villain character, but aside from, I guess, his indulgence in gacha heat, there was nothing outwardly villainous about his operation until now. I'm enjoying this. This frame is meme-worthy. Yeah, agreed. Bitter! These ones less so. That was the Devil Artemis Kermit. I'm surprised you're getting a few of these. Also, hi, Riri. I guess you're featured now. I wonder again if these are montages of like their actual moments in a previous episode. Which, yeah, they have the TikTok logo for Baczamlp down in the corner, which is surprisingly the watermark is in a 16:9 formation, despite TikTok being a 9:16 mostly all the time. I don't know. Yeah, but so I'm guessing this is. I know that Baczamlp has a TikTok presence in general, so I guess maybe this is where that's at the true origin of these characters is on like is through TikTok videos. Okay. Why do we have to like have different frames of them to show them being kicked? Was that like edited later? This is trying to like do like revisionist history or something?
Nope, not at all.
Oh, come on!
But maybe you can try to show Carol what we do here.
Yeah, I would like to know what you guys do.
That's a good point. It doesn't explain anything to as far as like recruiting goes.
Mean it?
I mean, if you guys don't want to be useless, then show her what we do.
Okay.
Also, yeah, it did go on for a little long after the point. Yeah, you should have seen like the channel surfing thing from beforehand. That was already a problem with the video before that.
So what exactly do you guys...
You thought possibly not Morgan? Well, unless they haven't had a humiliating defeat at the hands of Morgan, which is entirely possible. Maybe in the existing clips that the other superheroes dealt with them, and Morgan was focused on Original specifically. I don't know. I guess that would explain also why Baczamlp himself is not like very present in this video. Because, we had like a sense of like the lingering enemyship between Baczamlp and David Original from Street Life. And that's how he was involved with the plot. But in this reality, again, there's so many blanks at this point. This definitely was not the first episode.
do?
Okay, trust me. You are gonna like...
Also, slight chroma key evidence over Carol here. Although I guess that's probably because of the green eyes that she has. Which I'm surprised by because, considering that, the bunny character here is perfectly fine.
This.
Wait. I want to do the voice.
This is Tony Stark's daughter, Morgan Stark.
I don't know what impression you're doing here, so...
She once wore a red Iron Man suit, but now she wears a blue Iron Man suit.
Do you mind showing it?
I thought you also said red Iron Man soup. Brought near you, Red Iron Man Soup. The latest product from Stark Industries.
To her?
Oh yeah, right.
Thank you very much.
Now here's what happened. These TV heads...
Crap, I forgot what
Yeah, so again, not first
the
episode.
names were.
They
The Teletubbies.
lost her
Creme of Stark. Okay.
suit, and with the help of...
I don't know who that guy is either.
gave her this brand new blue Iron Man suit.
So what exactly do you guys do to her?
Oh crap, I forgot. Well, technically what we need to do is we need to try to take her down. But just to warn you, she is pretty good with the Iron Man suit. But just wait until you see this girl. Snarbun, show her the picture. Trust me, you have no idea how much of a pain she is.
This is the interesting thing, by the way. So once again, in the world of Baczamlp, they don't care in the slightest about identities because they clearly have figured out who everyone is at this point. Probably through their own carelessness if the pattern is to be recognized. What I am intrigued by is the fact that Carol is like seeing them all in superhero form now when she just met them, by coincidence and bonded with them in Street Life. I'm wondering there's the reason for that course correction, I suppose. Although I guess the course correction came from the fact that she attended a course, which they still haven't, done in this case, but they are in teacher mode at the moment compared to, the heart eyes they had previously. So, that's in line with Street Life a little bit.
This is Riri Williams, aka Ironheart. She literally loves to fight with us and literally is a pain.
Why is she such a pain to you?
I don't know, she was the one that wanted to fight me first.
Actually, Afro, you were the one that wanted to face her first.
No, I wasn't, I was just trying to challenge her.
Is there anyone else you're against with?
Oh yeah, there is.
This man's name is Bob. He is literally the
Don't know why his face been edited in this surveillance footage, but
greatest troll of all time.
Oh, that's why.
And plus, he literally tries to get a girlfriend, but he really cannot.
And he gets too much social media attention.
I know, right?
Well, he is a very good character, so.
But
you know.
who is the biggest problem you're against with?
Well, I would.
Wait, this might be the reason that everyone that we said before they were a rap group, because that was a lingering plot point from either this universe or the She-Hulk one or whatever's going on.
Show you, but I really do not want to talk about Snarbon. I said I didn't want to talk about it.
Well, I'm pretty sure she would like to know who he is.
Okay, fine. This here is Baczamlp. He was the one who defeated Man and became the greatest boxing champion of all time. And he is
Oh, that's right. Man was also someone in the intro. Okay.
the most dangerous son of a... Wait, when did we have an alarm?
Hold that thought.
Why wouldn't you have an alarm?
Somebody's trying to get into our headquarters.
Oh, what a coincidence. The people you just talked about. Well, isn't that good timing?
Wait, those were the guys I was just talking about.
Indeed it was, yes. Oh, wow. The fact that the screen is resizing because the Gacha screen captures were also resizing, that is rough.
Knock, knock, who's there? Me is the right answer.
Go away.
Ah, come on. You can't censor Bob's voice with memes. That's too much. Come on.
I'm afraid we can't do that, boys.
We're here to stop you.
He's a little excited.
We're gonna break in.
Calm down.
Wait, you guys have any...
You know what? Again, but consistent excitement from Bob versus Baczamlp. Well, that's interesting. I guess like Bob gets to live his dream of being a superhero in this version. Baczamlp seems to be mostly himself, which is also consistent. But yeah, I'm wondering if that's the progression for Street Life. That's what if we're going to get to a point where Bob actually joins up in this kind of way. I don't know.
weapons?
Well, yeah.
Did you expect us to come without any weapons? Do you?
I guess that also explains why, Baczamlp and Bob were voiced by the same person to begin with. We already had practice with it. Although Kyle was also a mentioned character in this, I don't know what's going to happen there.
You not have any weapons?
No, we have tons of weapons.
I don't think they do.
Well, if they don't, there's no point breaking in.
Alright!
Not female VAs. They don't have any VAs aside from Baczamlp himself. Again, it seems like Baczamlp really wanted a voice acted series, but didn't have the contacts to make it happen at the time. So yeah, we're solid JJing this.
Alright, we don't have any weapons.
Yeah, I knew you didn't. Wait, who's that? Oh, I see you saw one of my new recruits.
In the clothing store in Street Life, and Bob looking for a hero outfit was a callback to this. Oh yeah, you're right. Wow. Yeah, so definitely should have started off, much earlier on than we did. My goodness, yeah.
This is Carol, my newest robot recruit.
Aren't those the guys you were talking about?
Yes, those are...
I do like how, well, yes, you were there when Afro confirmed they were the same guys. I don't know why you're saying this again, robot that's supposed to have perfect memory. Speaking of that, I will say, I like how Original has changed from saying, just go recruit to robot recruit, because, the differences between them.
the guys.
Yeah, but is she programmed to fight?
I don't know. You tell me.
Wait, what is that?
Actually, no, you tell us. Okay, so I'm guessing this is where, like, the idea of, like, the button that turned her evil was supposed to be. Maybe, like, which I will say makes more sense here than it does in Street Life, because, Original had time to reprogram her to turn evil, because she required reprogramming, because that other guy came in to try to, to make her in the first place to become his girlfriend. If Original was the only one to like actually make that version of her and immediately had the button, it doesn't have the same weight to it. I already commented on that idea, especially because he wanted to use her as revenge from the get-go, rather than, I guess, having to do this in like an emergency situation because Baczamlp and crew found him first. Again, very key differences between this, but so far this is actually making more sense as a narrative than Street Life was, which is quite impressive considering, you think it would be the opposite way around. The laundromat. I thought, isn't it laundromat like one word? I thought to get laundry mat specifically. Which, yeah, if the clothes are on a mat, the washing machine definitely is busted. They shouldn't be down there.
Activating fight mode.
Wait, what's happening?
Well, fight mode's being activated, if you can hear this sentence.
Now then, Carol.
Okay. I'm convinced this is copyrighted, but, you know, I can't do much about that.
Destroy them.
Must destroy.
Well, I guess this means we're dead. So you want to prove your...
Oh, come on, Bob. You were set to be a superhero. The moment you get the chance...
Well, you're gonna have to go through me.
Bring it on!
Okay. Actually, I'll say this. I'm surprised at the pacing between like the different audio clips from the memes. Because I said before, it seemed like with like the text-to-speech audio, they didn't actually have the means to separate the audio clips out. So maybe Baczamlp knew how to put clips in and sync them up and drag them, but not to split them. Which, yeah, I suppose is plausible in editing software for someone, again, I presume this early on into their editing career, because, again, there's definitely more episodes before this. Oh, the classic thing of, like, the rental hasn't kicked in yet, so you can still punch them super fast. All right. I think it was Kamexu that actually said that Gacha Club was the first, gacha program that had like a decent ability to make combat poses work, and then they demonstrated the combat poses specifically and how they reacted to each other, which, yeah, is very much true. This could not have been done in Gacha Life, I'll tell you that much. Although I will say that the reaction shots to them still left a lot to be desired.
No, wait!
Oh my god, Baczamlp is getting destroyed. We have to do
Oh my god, they killed Baczamlp.
something. I will
Yeah, how about you don't do what you did in Street Life and don't attack one by one? That still made no sense in that video.
destroy you.
It's gonna land on Bob.
Excellent. Baczamlp is gone.
I mean, he's been whacked away, but, you know. Yes, more than one person fighting. Let's go.
You may have took down Baczamlp, but now you are gonna deal with the
Okay, interesting that you can see through their disguises here. All right, interesting.
us. Bring it on.
Come at me!
There's probably need an impact sound against the metal to help with that, but yeah. Okay, wait, hold on. Weren't you just here the same street, or is this meant to be a different street now? Okay, aside from the fact that Carol shouldn't, you know, have been well, I guess Carol was programmed technically in the like her endoskeleton was made by original before the external customization was applied by the other person. So actually, yeah, I mean, I guess it would make sense as to, you know, he would be trying to program these robots not just for gacha heat purposes, thankfully, but also with the intention of using them in this way. So it makes sense that she's doing well against all of them at once, and they're trying to work as a team here, except for Baczamlp, who rushed in and was punished promptly for it. They're all doing what they're supposed to be in this instance, which again is surprisingly better executed than Street Life. It just goes to show that a lot of like production bells and whistles aren't actually necessary, you know, and sometimes, you know, if you don't have as good a foundation. I don't know.
You are going to pay for that. No, you will.
Well, yeah, of course it's still gonna. Oh no, Almas that would. Well, I guess they would be using. Okay, didn't know that original could program teleportation.
I can't feel anything in my body.
How does self-destruct? If Ruby is Ironheart still, I wonder if Morgan still goes the same hero name, if the blue suit is a different name. Well, I mean, it's kind of like Spider-Man having different colored suits. I think he's, he's consistent, so I'm sure that Morgan is also.
Whoa, what the hell happened here? Hey, what about us? We got hurt too, you know.
What do you mean hurt too? So what happened here? Didn't say even what, like, who was referring to.
Holy guacamole.
No, God!
Self-destruct was super effective. Okay, wouldn't have used this no god, no here for this moment. Not super dramatic in this case, but okay.
No, God, please, no! No! No!
Not very the right usual tone for that. Usually meant to use for, trying to get out of cringe, let's say, but oh well.
Carol, are you okay?
I don't think I am.
Come on, Carol.
Okay, so this actually, I will say, if the goons were like witnessing this, I suppose, no, they are witnessing this. It could be a parallel to the TV show that they were watching before, the other Gacha video in question. They're seeing not really a romance in this situation because there's not been enough time for that to happen, but somebody who, in this case, Original seems to be the more parental figure than they are in the as of right now. So yeah, they're kind of seeing a repeat of losing a synthetic loved one.
No, don't you freaking dare die.
Very nice drawing coming a full circle for this video.
I'm not letting this be a sad ending.
I'm sorry. I can't stay in your life.
Yes, you can. You can stay in my life. I've had you for 10 minutes straight just to let Afro get your butt into my office. And then both of my sidekicks tried to show you what to do. And then those stupid superheroes came to my...
I do appreciate that they're having this moment, and then the super's like, yeah, no, we don't care about the spy.
headquarters just to beat you up. I had that one button.
Well, they didn't know that she existed, so that wasn't, didn't go just to beat her up, but, other stuff.
For one reason only, and
David.
that was... What'd you say?
Your real name
Oh, he is David okay.
is David Original.
How do you know my real name?
You showed me everything about you, David. You're the reason I was able to experience the world. Most
Yeah, this is the same dialogue from before. This is definitely a full circle thing.
importantly, you were the reason that I was...
It's like the one episode of Red Dwarf where Rimmer is so against the ideas of rom-coms and, resigning oneself for love. And the ending of the episode is literally just him doing precisely that. It's like, we won't be apart. We simply won't be together. I can't believe I just said that.
was able to experience battling for you. Are you crying?
No, why would you think that? I never
Crying detected. Tears acknowledged.
cry. Okay, yes, I'm crying. Just please don't go.
It's okay, David. Don't cry.
But I need to.
And I need you to. But fate has split us apart.
Don't say
Again, still the same thing, yeah.
that. You're making this worse for me.
It's gonna be okay, David. I'll always be with you. But you just won't see me.
Hey, don't you start that.
I wish I could keep talking. But everything must come to an end. Goodbye, David.
Oh, okay. Was not expecting this, but I suppose it does, does track from him stealing her back from the guy that made her to be his girlfriend. Okay.
Was I just kissed? Carol? Carol?
Was I just kissed? I don't recognize the motion. We didn't have our mouths deleted. It's not a gacha kiss if you don't delete your mouth.
Bro.
Okay. And way to undercut it once again. I know that the bit of drag with the bodies and such, we're not meant to take this seriously, I suppose, because they mentioned the whole 10 minutes.
The next day.
Finally, I made another endoskeleton robot to make another Carol of mine.
I was thinking he was gonna do that, yeah. And I guess he would have like the same like general imprint because, with the limited customization options, there's only so many ways you can make robots.
And she thought that she was gonna leave me, but nope, I'ma make another one of her.
Why not just repair the existing body of Carol? Download her memory or something, or reset her the way that you did literally before the fight.
Alright, let's see here. Female, light skin, brown hair, brown eyes, no gacha, heat, and...
That was meant to be one line, no gacha heat, but yeah.
And done.
Okay, yep, doing the same. I like how it's going faster now because we've already seen it. Again, even with like the drawn out jokes from before, Baczamlp still understood the general concept of pacing, just not where welding marks are supposed to go. The memory chip damage? I assume so, but even that could be repaired.
Hello, Master. What is my name?
Oh, I know exactly what to call you. I'm standing here right next to the gacha safe where an explosion
Tom, I'm standing here.
happened yesterday where 3 women were brawling in the street and
Again, it seems like the cut there was very strange, I guess, like how it's spliced, even though I guess, that could have been done in Audacity beforehand or something, before transferring.
suddenly a huge explosion came, hurting all 3 of those women. We now go live to Gacha developer.
Oh, there we go. See, he is Looney.
Himself, Looney, to tell us what exactly happened. Oh my god, that's Looney!
They know that street now. They can go and see him now.
Idris Elba! Looney! It's Looney over there! Oh my god, it's Looney! Looney, tell us, what exactly happened in that explosion? I saw what happened. One of those women was Morgan Stark and Riri Williams, but the other girl who was facing them was a robot who was made by David Original. And
so I guess the news also has their identities as well. Great.
to be honest, they put up a heck of a fight. And I just hope that explosion will never happen again. Oh, come on, again?
Okay, I love how it's a different weapon every time. And also, rule of threes. That's an actual concept in comedy. So again, Baczamlp knew what he was doing.
Original. Boys, I got something to tell you. After what happened to Carol yesterday, I made another version of her. Say hello to Carol 2.0.
It's very nice to meet you guys.
Say what?
Is that a different voice? And now we have to debate the ship of Theseus. Anyway. By Gacha Club. Or in Gacha Club, I suppose it would say. But yeah. Alright. I'm seeing that breaking the TV joke. Yeah, you gotta do it 3 times with different weapons. That's how it's gotta work. Okay, yeah, that was surprisingly really impressive. I went into like thinking to myself, like, okay, how many ways am I going to be pointing out like what Street Life did that was an improvement over this, or like maybe like gives more context to how things went down in Street Life? But no, I'm surprised to say I think I actually prefer this version of the Carol story because, but I mean, maybe the motivation behind it coming from like a random other character. Again, I assume that we've seen them from other stuff. Although, wait, no, they were name dropped here. Maybe it'd be like another person. It's like, okay, I want to make a robot for this reason. Then original, again, repurpose that, which I guess he did in Street Life. It wasn't like his programming, but he made like the button immediately. Then we had the going to school thing, which the goons didn't do this time. They served as Carol's mentors. As much as they were, very dumb in this version, they were deliberately so, but they still had that internal logic behind it. Writing for dumb characters mostly suggests that they have to have their own logic that is just, so beyond their other plausibility, but still we can follow like from them basically. Like the famous scene of Patrick moving getting hit in the head with like a bunch of wooden planks because SpongeBob was like, nailing them at the top. And he just kept on moving the desk slightly further away and getting hit constantly. He thought it was like out the way, but didn't think to look up, basically. Like we have the full picture, but he didn't. Like that kind of thing. That's the best way to write dumb characters, rather than just focusing on like the absence of any and all intelligence entirely, because that's when you get that's when you get lesser interpretations. Let's say. Weirdly enough, Kevin from Ghostbusters 2016 is a great case study for that kind of thing, where he is both of those things. Because there's some moments where he's way too dumb, other moments where he says stuff that makes sense to him because he has them with such confidence. And you're also like, okay, if I had, the brain of a 2-year-old, I would probably think of the same thing. Yeah, it's interesting that Cosby play out in real time, actually. But anyway, but yeah, for the rest of it, like, yeah, I like how the reason she was created, the way they went around actually raising her, the fact they didn't send her to school immediately because they knew what her purpose was, and she didn't have any outward desires beforehand. The falling for original thing, I don't think, because after the 10 minutes thing, that was definitely way too rushed. But I love the way that it tied into the ending, the beginning part anyway, and actually kept the ending where the robot died. I am wondering why. I'm wondering if that original the video that they watched to begin with was actually something that was created just for this video, or was actually a different, separate Gacha video. Not really sure, but either way, the fact that like those moments like tied together, again, I've oversold that, but yeah, as a story point, assuming it's not the first episode, I really enjoyed. This is almost like a situation where it's similar to how in Disco Pop's reboot, Johnny like jumped the gun on trying to get all these different like the memorable moments in the series into the reboot without recognizing the part where the memorable was how they were built up to over time, and how you don't have to like build up and it's like a very fast paced resolution to everything to get the characters up to that certain point, glossing over the other adventures that they went on beforehand. In this case, I guess we don't get to see the adventures, but I don't know if Baczamlp, if you end up watching this video, because I know you watched the last stream, obviously. Yeah, I'm curious about the rest of them, if they still exist in some form. Because yeah, surprisingly, I think the only thing that Street Life has over this is, I guess, production value and comedy. Story and character wise, definitely not as potent, with the exception of, I guess, Baczamlp and Bob specifically, because we don't get to see them much in this one. I can't like talk about like the protagonist perspective because we don't get to see them. As far as the antagonist are, their characters are way better in this. I also like how they have like a code of like, oh yes, these two idiots, but we'll look out for them, and there's someone's like, if there's been wronged, I won't break into my warehouse, not gonna team up because they're both evil or something. Again, very nice. But yeah, so what was I gonna say now? No, geez. But yeah, from the protagonist, we'll see. But yeah, but as far as like the comedy goes, yeah, like that's something that obviously got refined, because even though we have like the rule of threes, we have some butts where they're already properly paced. Yeah, the comedic timing especially, and the nature of the jokes got a massive upgrade for Street Life. So, this probably would not have been a contender for best comedy for the Gacha Fest. If Gacha Fest had a thing in 2021, it probably would not have like qualified. But that just shows you how far Street Life has come in those instances. But yeah, trying to recontextualize an existing plot point in such a way, I guess the only update there is the visuals, and I suppose the acting, because obviously the voice acting is something that's like, okay, this is what could be done at the time. Obviously, we know this got phased out later in favor of other people, and Baczamlp's performances got way better over time. So I guess they both have like their pros and cons. I think if this series had scripts, I assume it had to. I mean, I know that Baczamlp's the one making this, but unless all the stuff was like typed out just in text to speech and copy pasted into it, which is why would you just do that way? Like, if Street Life had scripts and its story turned out the way that it did compared to this, and this is what Baczamlp could do hypothetically without a script, surprisingly, this one pulled off that portion of video creation way better. That's what I'm saying. They both have their strengths and weaknesses when compared to each other. But as things stand right now, I want to know more about this version. So yeah, it seems like with I think I was planning of like just all the She-Hulk transformations. I'll probably still do that next week. Let's be real. People want to see that. But I'm pleased to know that there are other things to check out in here that that honestly have more of my attention, I think. And I suppose when noting that She-Hulk obviously was not in this because that video came out like right after this one, so who knows, we might see them next time. So yeah, gotta get through the She-Hulk ones, and see if that's a different universe, or maybe it's actually exists within this one. So yeah, again, very exciting stuff to do with that. But yeah, for now, I guess we'll park it there. So please leave a like or dislike because your opinion matters, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And on that note, until next time, farewell.